We are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another DTI Takeover Show. For those of you who are just tuning in, I am one of your hosts, Miss Kayla, and I think G Sweets is here too.
Hey y'all, hey, what's going on? I feel like I ain't been here in a minute.
You don't.
I know.
You haven't.
I haven't.
It's just been me.
It has.
All by myself.
Not anymore. I'm here now. You know, I'm your favorite host because I heard she said she was the favorite host last time, but it's me. It's really me though. They don't know.
We gonna let y'all decide. Call 313-217-1588.
Who your favorite host? G Sweets.
You better say the right thing. Maybe
Miss
you'll get
Kayla
something.
Or Silas the Third. Call that number.
They don't ever see Silas the Third.
They don't even know who he is for real.
Anyways, moving along, we have a great guest for you today. We have the owner of Waist Bead Envy, Miss Emily Rucker. Hello.
Hi, good evening, ladies.
Hi, Emily. How are you?
I'm doing so good. How about you?
Pretty good. Can't complain. You got your whole vibe going on. I see you.
I love your logo. Just so you know, I'm just going to put that out there.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome,
Emily, tell us about yourself.
So I am a Detroit native, 33-year-old mother of three. Okay. I am a Virgo. My perfectionist trait shows through a lot in my work. So I can't tuck her away when I want to, but she comes out when she's needed. I am a fun-loving, bubbly, very energetic type of person, and I absolutely love to make other people feel good and also help people. I feel like that's my purpose here on this planet, is to help others in whatever way I can that helps to enrich their lives.
So I need to know, Emily, why waist beads? Why did you get into making waist beads? You make them?
I do.
Oh, okay.
Yep, everything is handmade and designed by yours truly. It actually is something that really fell in my lap. This is not a business that I was ever trying to start. Okay. It's not something I woke up one day like, oh, I'm going to make waist beads. Like, no, it didn't happen like that. So what actually happened was in 2020, I was on a fitness journey and I entered this transformation contest called Heat Challenge. Okay. And so we had this big Facebook community. We were all in the group together. So we would post, progress pictures and things like that. Mm-hmm. And I noticed a lot of ladies had these beautiful beads on their waist in their before and after pictures. Mm-hmm. But when you look at where those beads were versus where they were on that day, it's like, oh my God.
Yep.
So I said, I need to get me some waist beads because that would be dope for my transformation picture. Right. Mm-hmm. So fortunately, one of the ladies in the group, she actually made them. So I went to her website, got my first two, still wearing them today, and I fell in love with them. Absolutely fell in love. But then she went out of business because her whole website shut down. So I'm like, well, I don't know anything about waist beads. I don't know where to get them. So, well, it's really just beads and string. Right. So I found myself on Amazon looking at a little beading kit that had like 16 different colors and some needles. And I said, okay, this should be fun. Because I actually, funny story, used to bead in middle school. I made personalized bracelets.
Okay.
So it wasn't completely foreign to me. I felt well, I can figure it out, or eventually I'll get some from someone else. Right. And through my trial and error, I was able to make some nice pieces. Okay. Materials was a little bit of a struggle because I am self-taught. Okay. YouTube had a lot of ideas. I tried some of their stuff. Mm-hmm. I use what works for me and what works for my clients to make sure that I don't have breakages. Absolutely. But essentially, as I got that kit, I thought to myself, so many people ask me where I get my beads from when they see me wearing them. Mm-hmm. Maybe I can be the plug if I can figure this thing out. And that's exactly what ended up happening. I opened my Etsy shop on January 14th of 21. And within a few weeks, thank you. Within a few weeks, I was in roughly 10 or 11 states, which blew my mind.
Wow.
Yes. Good. And then it really took off when a friend of mine here in the Detroit area invited me to her daughter's pop-up shop, which was literally just over a year ago, April 11th, 21. That day, I made more money than I had ever made in a single day in my life. Wow. It blew my mind. to know that not only was that the largest amount of money I had made in a single day, but that I made it with my own
with
product.
your own company. Yep. Ain't
Mhm,
God
mhm.
good? He is.
Ain't
He
God
awesome.
good?
So if you don't mind me asking, what were you doing prior to this?
So I've pretty much always been in some form or capacity of sales.
Okay.
And at the time, I was working downtown for Meridian, a health insurance company. And things were going pretty good, but you know, you can always use an extra stream of income.
Yep,
So
yep.
Sis was collecting checks and also making her own cash on the side for a good probably 6 months. And then I submitted my 2 weeks notice.
Oh, so now you're doing
you got your own
this
thing.
full time.
Yep. Yes, this is my full-time gig. I got my blessing from my husband. There were a couple of events in the summer last year that really helps me see that I don't need the day job. Mm-hmm. If I put myself out there enough and I work the right events, then I would have more money than my day job actually produced for me at the time. So I felt comfortable making that decision, and the family and friends supported it.
Oh, can we see some of your beads?
This is
good. Of course you can.
I really want to see because I love them. So I need some more.
So I actually I have a set that one of my clients, she has fallen in love with them. And so she has created like a collection that she'll wear with different outfits and things. So right now I'm working on clasps for her so she can take them on and off.
That was my next question.
Yep. It can be something as simple as this strand here. It's made of seed beads. They're very tiny, so it can be very monotonous for some people to actually make these, but I don't mind it. These guys run about.
Girl, I said you don't mind like stringing those itty bitty beads on that. No,
that's why this is her
thing. Yep. So I even do wholesale for people that just don't have the patience but still want that product in their collection. That's something like that runs about $15. And then when I start introducing things like these cowrie shells or some charms and things like that, special beads, glow in the dark, those are $20.
Can you waist bead me? Please?
Of course I can get you wasted.
I want to get wasted.
That's not even a question. Now, moving on, you can get something with a little crystals or you can get something with a lot of crystals. And crystals, they are natural stones found in the earth. But a lot of people over the centuries have believed them to have healing properties or just really energetic properties so they can help change your mood, change your energy. So I have what I call my heavy hitters, and these guys have lots and lots of crystals.
Oh,
so we've got a big Nefertiti turn.
Right, it's just dangling off my waist.
Yep.
You gotta let me be your waist model.
But does that have meaning to it? Like, does that particular one? What's the meaning behind it?
Each one will have meaning to it. Okay. So here in the middle, we've got these deep red beads. These are red garnets. They're believed to bring on sensuality or bring out sexuality. Some people believe that they can help you with fertility. You know, the meanings, they go very So it really depends on what you're looking for and what you believe in.
Okay.
These silver beads here on the ends outside of the red garnets are called lava stones, and those are grounding stones. Okay. So they can help you feel more centered, help you kind of like feel more balanced, especially when things feel out of control. So that's a good one for that. But the meaning is so deep. I always encourage people, just go to Google, put in like crystals for, and then whatever it is you're looking to change.
Okay. How long does it take?
Girl, you took the questions right out my mouth.
Something like that.
So remember the first one I held up that was just a string of regular beads? I can do that in 10 minutes.
Really?
Right, like you just
going
like.
Now something like this, I call it a color block. It's got silver and white, and there's like 10 and 10. Sorry, the lighting is not the greatest.
I can see the silver and white though.
Yep. So something like this where I would have to count the beads out to keep the pattern going. That might take maybe 20 minutes or so. And it can go deeper and deeper.
Right. That's still not bad.
No, not at all. I've gotten faster with experience. So
okay, from the time. So what time did you start at? Like when you first started doing it, how long did it take you?
probably about 35-40 minutes for a regular one.
And you done cut it down to 10?
I have. And part of the reason, though, is the materials that I use.
Okay.
Because when I first started, I was using either the stretchy cord or the hemp cord. And that tends to be really thick to the point where it's almost the same size as the hole in the beads. Okay. Now, that means I have to put it on one bead at a time, which I'm not going to do.
Yeah.
But now I use a beading needle, and that allows me to actually fold the string in half and literally just push the beads onto the needle. So I can get it done in half the time or less.
Okay. So your waist beads, are they all, like, do you have clasps that go on the end of them all, or you have some that you make that are, that you don't
tie on?
Yeah.
Yep. So I do both. It really depends on what the person's goals are and what they're comfortable with. For my ladies that might have to go get like ultrasounds or MRIs and things like that, I usually suggest getting a clasp because that way they can easily remove their beads no matter what their bust size is and things like that. However, I've discovered recently that most people, even those well endowed up top, can actually take their tie-on beads over their heads.
Really?
So although they're like semi-permanent, you can usually finagle getting it off unless it's tied really tight and high up on your rib cage, which I typically don't do for my clients.
Okay. Miss Emily, you have an event coming up.
I do.
Can you tell us about your event, please?
Absolutely. So I was blessed to do over 30 pop-ups and private events last year through Bead Envy. And being a vendor at those events, it taught me so much. On top of the 15 years that I've been planning other types of events in my own time and for other companies. But being able to see that helps me know what to do and what not to do. So I host my own huge pop-up shops. You could call it a business expo with the number of vendors that I bring out. And basically we all get together and it's like a beautiful, almost completely Black-owned marketplace where we can sell not just to each other, but to the community that the venue is located in. And I have vendors from all different categories. We have massage therapists, we have food, we have drinks, we have healthy things like vegan and fruit. We have candles, body butters, adult toys, travel agents, authors, like anything that you can think of.
Friendly?
Yes, it's 420 friendly. We're going to have edibles. We have pre-rolls. While you cannot smoke in the venue, you can definitely come get your goods to go do your thing later.
1/3 of us, that's their favorite table. I'm just saying.
Serious.
A part of us. That's usually our first visit.
Yes, ma'am.
So when is this?
So the event is taking place on Saturday, April 30th.
Okay.
And so that makes it roughly 1 week away. I actually hung up a banner at the venue today, and my team and I will be doing flyer runs and yard sign placements and more banner placements at the beginning of next week to draw out our crowd. It's going to be beautiful.
What's the name of your event?
It's called Give 'em Roses, a retail experience. I usually try to do some sort of theme when I run my different events. And for this one, you know, the weather is breaking, spring is springing, and I really want to give my vendors their flowers while they're here because they work so hard. They do such an amazing job, and they're always good quality with great energy when they come and work my events. So I want to give them a rose as well as our shoppers. So I'm doing a rose giveaway. Everybody gets roses. It's called Give 'em Roses. I gotta give you roses. Right. So it's gonna be a good time. And by the time this interview actually airs, I will be working on something else that's going to happen probably end of June or early July. So you can always follow me on Facebook and Instagram for updates, as well as on Eventbrite, Bead Envy, so that you can see when everything is coming.
Okay. Where will the event be held at?
It's taking place at DRMM Banquet Facility, which is located on East Forest Avenue, 3606 East Forest in Detroit, Michigan. The major cross street is Mount Elliott. So Forest and Mount Elliott area.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, we coming.
Okay, Emily.
We do. Yes.
Emily, how can people purchase your waist beads?
So I sell in person and online. Of course, I have my Etsy shop. waistbeadenvy.etsy.com, where I ship across the United States. Free shipping over $35.
Okay.
I have all types of designs there, over 80 different options, including waist bead beading kits where you can make your own waist beads with my materials. Then also, of course, in person. You say you're not going to do it. No, I'm just going to come to you.
We just going to buy them.
Yes. I like that more.
That's cool, too. And so in person, you can always find me at a local pop-up shop. I always update my Instagram and my Facebook pages. I keep it simple. It's just the business name at Waist Bead Envy. So that's how you can find me. And then I do private appointments as well. So just DM me and we can set something up where I come to your home. The fee is $5 in the city and it goes up higher out just to, cover gas and things like that. But I bring my available stock of beads to you. I bring clasps with me, so if you decide on the spot that you would rather have a clasp, I can install that for you. And then, of course, I do a professional tie-on where I put your beads on your body for you.
So, do you make it during the private consultation? You're making it on spot?
Nope.
Okay.
So I'll take either a custom order where you tell me what you're looking for,
okay,
or you've gone to my site and you're like, oh, I want that one. I'll make it and make sure I bring it. And then I also usually have a pretty decent sized selection of waist beads and all different types. Yep, and I bring it to you so you can shop at home. You don't even have to leave the house.
I love you, Emily. I'm gonna have to call you over here so you can get me together. Give me wasted.
Yes,
I need
absolutely.
some. I need some.
You sound bad.
And now I know, Kayla, you said that you don't want to make waist beads, but I have to put it out there. I do waist bead parties. So if you ever want to get the girls together and have a nice, fun evening or afternoon at someone's home or even at a park, we can get together. Everyone gets their materials to make their own waist beads.
Now, see, that's different. It's a party thing. So I get that. But just to be making them, no. But that's actually not a bad idea.
That's interesting.
Because, we're out here, but a lot of people are still not quite comfortable with large crowds during COVID. So we keep it small, 10 guests, and it's only $20 per person for you to get everything you need to make your waist beads and cool and
That's dope.
That is dope, Emily.
Emily, before you go, make sure can you tell our viewers now about your event April 30th? And then one more time, run it back how to purchase from you for Waist Bead Envy.
Absolutely. So on Saturday, April 30th, we are going to be gracing the east side of Detroit with Give 'em Roses, a retail experience. Come indulge in things for the senses. We've got a DJ, we've got music, we've got food, we've got drinks and vendors from all different categories. It's going to be an amazing time. And I'm giving away roses to the first 130 shoppers that show up for the event. And if you would like to reach me, you can always find me on Facebook and Instagram at Waist Bead Envy. Please reach out to me, DM me for appointments, DM me for vendor availability, classes, wholesale, beading parties, waist bead kits, whatever you can think of, I do it, and I'm open. Thank y'all so much.
Y'all better hit up Emily and get y'all waist beads from
Emily.
Please. Waist Bead Envy. She's about to give me my waist beads, so.
Okay, we gonna get wasted, and we don't need alcohol to do
her
it.
Please, Emily, waste me.
I
know, that's just all right. Thank you, Emily, for being on the show.
Thank you so much for having me. Y'all were a joy.
No problem. We're gonna see you April 30th.
Yes, ma'am. I look forward to it.
All right, take care. Make sure y'all tune in to the station, www.totaledentradio.com, and hit that TER button. You have anything else?
Follow me on Instagram and Facebook, y'all. gsweets_Instagram, Facebook, I'm about to give Total Entertainment Radio.
Might as well. That is your Instagram.
Total Entertainment Radio on Facebook. Total ENT Radio on Instagram as well. If you would like to be a guest and or a sponsor, hit us up. We got you covered.
That's all what she said. We out.
Peace.